What's up everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Luigi Gonzales and I'm a first year medical student at the University of California, Irvine. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about 10 things to get for somebody in college for Christmas. So let's get right into it. So I don't know if it's just me, but during my years in college, my dorm room was basically my home. I feel like it's a really big part of who I was in college, especially being pre-med. That room was where I studied, where I relaxed, where I recovered from all those like rough exams, and where I would hang out with my friends sometimes. So I feel like a lot of these gifts revolve around improving your dorm room and, just kicking things up a notch when it comes to living in that space. So let's start with item number one, which is a 3-in-1 phone case, AirPods, and Apple Watch charger. So let me show you guys what it looks like. Okay, and here we have it. So if you guys take a look at this charger, you can see there's a big flat surface right here. And if you just stand your phone on it, it'll magnetically attach and automatically charge. Right here, there's a circular spot right here where if you guys have Apple Watches, you'll see that this is very similar to the shape that the Apple Watch charger has. And right here, you can see that that's where you'd plug in your AirPods. So with this 3-in-1, all you need is a connecting port right here that comes with the item, and you're ready to charge all three at once. With this item, it really sped up my time with regards to charging. Sometimes I forget to charge like any of my devices, and in the morning I can just put all three there, and by the time that I'm ready to go to class, I just get all three and I'm ready to go. Okay, and for item number two, I have this bad boy right here. So this is a humidifier from Everlasting Comfort. What I really like about this humidifier is that it can carry a lot of water, 6 liters. Right here, there's an opening spot where you can basically see how much water is left inside. And probably my favorite part is that, I think it's on the same side. Right here, there's a little slot that you can take out, and you can basically put essential oils in there so that when the humidifier is letting out the steam, it's gonna be infused with that essential oil. One important thing about humidifiers is that you do your own research to figure out what would be the best type for your room. For me, this was the best option, and I'm gonna make sure to put links down below for all the products that I recommend. But with the humidifier, you're basically able to, just improve the air in the room that you're staying for a lot of hours in, especially when you're sleeping. It's really important to get good air. It depends on what area of the country you're in, but no matter what, a humidifier will definitely help just improve the air you breathe and make sure you're healthier overall. Item number 3 is this leather tray right here. Besides the aesthetics of it, just looking from the side, you can see that it's pretty nice. Really dark leather, and you can see some stitching on the sides. It just adds to the effect of it. But the best part about it is just how practical it is. If you leave it on your desk or some on maybe like a little nightstand on your way out the door, it's gonna be pretty nice. You can put a lot of different things in here. There's one big square, one smaller square with a curve inside. That's usually where I put my keys. And 2 smaller slots right here where maybe you can put like an ID card or a small notepad. And the best thing is there's this opening door right here where you can put whatever is important for you. So for me, this is where I put my shades in, because sometimes, if it's not too bright outside, then I don't need to wear and put on my shades. So I can just leave it in this case and it prevents it from gathering dust. But overall, it's just very useful, and it's a nice little accessory to have in your bedroom just to make everything look nicer. Okay, for item number 4, and an item that I think is very underrated to have in your room. That's right, candles. So with these candles right here, I just got them from, I think it was Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm gonna have to double check on that, but honestly, I didn't have candles until Tanya got them for me, and they're honestly pretty nice. As you can see with this see-through one right here, a lot of it has been used already, just because, like whenever I'm studying, I like to light the candle and have a scent in the air. And if you look right here of what kind of candle it is, it says stress relief. As a medical student, you definitely know that I need a lot of that stress relief. So I light this candle whenever I'm studying, whenever I'm working in my room, just to, have a nicer feel and make me more motivated to study without getting me distracted. So candles definitely underrated and a must-have in any college student's room. Okay, so for the next item that I'm about to talk about is not necessarily involving, the dorm room, but more so about just being comfortable wherever you go. And that's because the items are Bottom Labs Luxe Essentials Tees. So today's sponsor is Bottoms Labs, and they gave me these really comfortable tees that I can wear, where basically they're multi-purpose. They're super soft, super comfortable. They have a really aesthetic design with a little pattern on the side of the shirt. But overall, the main purpose of it is to be a plain shirt that you can wear wherever you go, no matter what you need to do. As a medical student, even in college as a pre-medical student, whenever I had to shadow, sometimes, especially in the winter, I had to wear long sleeve shirts underneath my scrubs. And these shirts are definitely perfect for that. These shirts keep you cool, but at the same time, they're also thermoregulating, so you're not going to lose a lot of heat no matter where you go. So whether you're just casually chilling in your apartment, in your dorm room, or if you're out and about, these shirts are the ones for you. So with that said, make sure to check out the link down below. Check out Bottom Labs website. And if you guys use the code Luigi10, you're going to get 10% off of your order. So make sure to use that to the best you can. And maybe you can buy somebody that for Christmas. The next items on the list are books. So with that said, books are a great way to add decoration to your room. But I know with things going on, like with the virtual world, you can just do like ebooks, keep them in your iPad and just read them there without taking up any space in your room. You can also do like audiobooks now, so instead of reading, you're just listening to it. But what I really like about books, besides the fact that you can keep them in your room for decoration and kind of just show off like what you've read and what you're into when people come over and check out your place. One thing about like having books around is just it's adding to the environment that motivates you to study. So when you see books around, it gives off that vibe of like intellectuality, gives you the vibe of like, depending on what your books are, like what mine are, more so productivity and like hard work. Then when I see it, I just get like mental reminders that like, oh yeah, I'm studying, got to be productive, got to make sure you work hard. So in a way, they also serve as like that purpose of just, like hitting my mind and just like amping it up for me. So I really like to have these books around, especially around my desk, so that when I'm just looking at them, I get mental reminders to stay on track, stay focused, and to be willing to put in that work. The next item on my list is this. The next item on my list is another item from Everlasting Comfort. So from the first look at this, you guys might think that it's a pillow, but I really won't put my face on here because it's not a pillow, it's a footrest. So spending a lot of time, many hours in a day sitting in my desk, having a footrest really helps. It just makes sure that my feet is really comfortable and it's not hurting just from, sitting and having it on there for a long period of time. It's also really nice to just fidget around and like press into it. And one thing about this is that if you do like fidgeting around, especially with your feet, you can flip it over and it'll rock as like a rocker. So when you put your feet on here, you can sway it up and down, and yeah, you're going to be able to fidget around. And if you want to have something comfortable under the soles of your feet, you got this side right here. So it's really, really useful, and it's really compact, so you can literally hide it anywhere. I know it's not the most aesthetic thing to have underneath your desk, but it's very useful. The next practical gift is this. So this is an external hard drive branded WD. And what I really like about this is that it's very compact, and at the same time, it can store a lot of information. With this gift though, I would honestly say that it's up in the air, kind of more so depending on what major or whatever you're studying is. For me, as a pre-medical student, a lot of my files were like Word documents, PDFs. Sometimes I put a lot of it into Google Drive and like my Google Docs anyway, so I didn't really need an external hard drive. Not until I started doing YouTube, where I needed to store a lot of like my videos, pictures, and my laptop wasn't enough to store everything, so I needed to use an external hard drive. So I would say for people who have side passions, side projects that involve videography, pictures, or maybe audio, then definitely this device would be a great gift for them. So this is just 1 terabyte. Right now on my desktop, I have my Mac Mini, which can store, I believe, 500 megabytes, but I have an additional external hard drive that is able to store 5 terabytes. And I think for the Mac Mini, I need to get that number right, because 500 megabytes sounds really, really small. So it's probably like gigabytes or something. But yeah, 5 terabyte external hard drive really helps. I don't even need to worry about how much storage my Mac Mini can cover because of that gigantic storage space right there. So external hard drives are definitely the way to go. All right, the next item on the list is a Keychron keyboard. So I know these have been talked about by a lot of different YouTubers, a lot of productivity tech YouTubers, and I can clearly see why. Like, I've been using this for the past 3 months now, and they've been working for me so well. I really like just the feel of it. Let's just take a listen real quick. Yeah, you hear that? It's so soothing, and it makes me just want to sit in my desk and just type and work all day, which is what I really need. Especially, you know, like being a student, you want to find every excuse you can to force yourself to sit down and put in work. So by making things more comfortable and more appealing, then you're definitely going to want to stay. One thing also is that at nighttime, you know, like it's pretty dark and hard for me to see, especially like if you have a roommate and he's sleeping but you have to stay up and work, then you might not want to have like a bright lamp on. So with the Keychron keyboard, if it's attached to my laptop, I can actually turn on a light, and there will be light behind the keys to make it easier for me to type in case, you know, I need to look down and type something out. So it's definitely very, very useful, very, very nice to use. And just the sound, like, come on. This is definitely a must have, and it'll be a great gift for anybody in college or above. Okay, and number 10, the last but not the least, and probably one of the most useful things I have on this list, is this bad boy right here. So this claw looking thing is actually an iPad holder with a desk clamp. What's really nice about this is that with this desk clamp, I don't need to take up any space in my desk to hold up my iPad. If I'm using multi-screen, my desktop and my iPad, I can just have it hanging on to the side of my desk without interrupting any of my other setup on my desk, because sometimes I might have a notebook there, it might get in the way of like my mouse or my keyboard. But with this, I don't have to worry about that. One great thing about this also is that with this adjustable desk clamp right here, I can actually attach it to my bed frame, to a door. So wherever I'm going, I can have something to hold my iPad onto. And, you know, it just makes everything more efficient, more streamlined. And yeah, it just looks really, really nice too. Like if you look at it, it has that futuristic look. If you guys haven't seen my video that I posted before where I did a giveaway for one of these, you guys should check it out to see if this might be for you. But that's not where it ends. I also have a discount code for you guys for this item right here and for any item in Lead Tech's website. So I'll post the link down below, and you guys can use the code Luigi Gonzales to get 10% off so that you guys can get some crazy tech for your desk to improve your setup. And that's the end of our list. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys have any other gift recommendations, let me know in the comments down below. And, you know, I might just get it for some of my friends. But yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. All of the links for the items have been posted down below so you guys can check them out. Just so that, you know, make sure you're informed before you buy anything. And with that said, I hope you guys have a great and wonderful Christmas. Peace.